Hi Gemini, and welcome to your July 2020 reading. It's me, Aya. I hope we can spend some time together here today and talk about some things going on with you. So we've got 4 cards out here for the month of July. But to start off before the cards, I want to go through some intuitive messages. The first message that came through was it's a song. A lot of times songs come through to me. It's a song by the Carpenters. You probably heard this one. I think it's just called Close to You. It's actually, it's Karen Carpenter, right? That's the singer of that particular group. And it's just the lyric of why do birds suddenly appear every time you are near? Just like me, they long to be close to you. So that's the lyric that's come through. I don't know if you've seen any interesting birds lately or if there's some interesting coincidences happening or synchronicities. So by that I mean you may be thinking about something or asking a question, and then you may see a bird suddenly appear in front of you. So just be aware of those connections happening and those synchronicities, as I said. I get the sense that you have a desire to be closer to your family, closer to kind of your tribe, your soul tribe. I'm getting a sense of a slight disappointment with others around you. And again, I don't think this is family. I think this is more external, so kind of groups outside of your family, workplace, general public, local community. That's what I'm getting there. But I am seeing some hope. So, my dear Gemini, to start off here with the first card, this is the 5 of Cups. So, 5 of Cups, that's for, it represents water element, so motion. 5 of Cups represents disappointment, sometimes betrayal and bitterness, but I don't feel that as strongly with this reading. As well, I feel that you are disappointed with someone else or another group of people. You're not disappointed with yourself. Again, you see the figure staring at the 3 cups that are tipped over. There's a focus on what has been lost, a focus on perhaps of what has been taken, and not, again, being aware of the 2 cups, full standing up behind you. So we're taking a moment to focus on this disappointment at the beginning of July. And I think that's okay because I see you moving out of it. But just be mindful that you have those 2 cups behind you as well, right? Don't trip over them. Don't knock them over. Maybe carefully pick them up and take them somewhere else safe, away from the spilled cups. But again, I see this as disappointment with colleagues. There may be some bad behavior happening around you. Immaturity, lack of discretion is what I'm getting. Someone thinks they know more than you. This is coming in. Someone's a know-it-all in the workplace, and not to be. Usually, Gemini is the know-it-all, but Gemini usually does actually know it all, and they don't call themselves that typically. So that's interesting. It is always interesting when people underestimate Gemini. People see a very light, airy, friendly exterior, and there's quite a depth to Gemini that is not often seen or perhaps never seen. So that's interesting. Second card here is the Empress. This is a major arcana card. So the Empress, this represents fertility, harvest, motherhood, birth also in the figurative and the literal sense. So you may be, again, there may be a disappointment that you're facing or seeing, but through that disappointment, you see the need to create or birth something new. Is a new tool for the workplace, a new system, a new process to make things easier. I see lists. I see lists. Lists of information. There's a lot of information coming in. It's too much information. Information overload that happens with Gemini somewhat often. A need to streamline information. That's what I'm getting in here. Okay, so again, Empress, this is fertility, a new idea, If you're looking to get pregnant or looking to have another child, you may be taking those steps to prepare your home and prepare your family for that level of commitment. Be this your first child or additional children, I suppose. But this is a beautiful energy. This is a true motherhood, a true strength. You're in your power here, and you're powerful in yourself, and you don't need to prove it to anyone. And I really like that about this reading. I see this sense of just a quiet sense of yourself and a quiet sense of who you are. You do know yourself here, and you know that it's right to sit back. So there's a sitting back that's happening. Oh, you're you're sitting back in your throne here, Gemini, and you are letting people act it out, letting tantrums happen, letting the kids have their tantrums, letting the children just have their tantrums. That's what I'm hearing. Oh boy. Oh, Gemini. you seem to be in a sense, or in a place of being very whole and complete and grounded. But there are other people around you that are just desperate, bickering. Oh boy. Yeah, you don't care for that. Oh boy. Okay. So again, you're here in your power as the Empress. You have all this ability to create within you, and you know that. So if there's something that's not satisfying you in the workplace, or it's not meeting your expectations, you can create it. And that's really what looks like is happening here. So to move forward here to the third card, this is the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Again, in my readings, I take reverse readings to be more of an internal or private focus. So this is something you're keeping to yourself and not sharing with others. And to that point, if you're keeping it to yourself, then keep it to yourself. I'm not encouraging you to share or discuss something that's not ready to be shared. So you're working on something different here. This is a different personal project. This is a personal project. I see art. You're doing art, drawing, even just coloring books, art, landscape, paintings. I don't know. It's coming in here. So yeah, doing a different kind of work, something to refresh yourself. It's in solitude as well. You may not be even telling your family about this. Again, it's not anything harmful. It's just something that you want to do yourself and keep to yourself. I also see you working, this is broad, but something on the internet. You need, a computer technology, internet to do what you're doing right now. If you're connecting with other communities or talking with people online, other people in your profession, other people that are at your level, you are getting advice from. I get the sense, Gemini, that you've really moved beyond a lot of the people that you work with and work around, and you really need mentorship, and you're looking elsewhere for it. And I think that's good. I think that's a good thing to keep looking for. And I think you will find it. It may be you. You may be your own mentor. Sometimes that happens. But you are seeking that. So again, just to go a little bit more in depth here, Eight of Pentacles, again, in internal, private, hard work, refining skills, doing something that you're preparing for. I think you're preparing for Virgo season. I think you're preparing for September. The Empress, of course, speaks to the harvest, harvest season, which would be, September, October. So you're doing something in preparation for that, I get. That's coming in strongly. And lastly here, Temperance. So Temperance, again, inverted, more of a private or internal type of matter. Temperance is all about balance, all about alchemy, bringing things together, understanding the spiritual world, understanding the physical world. That's there as well. And also, you can't ignore the angel wings. We can't ignore that. I believe, I'm not fully sure, I believe this is Archangel Gabriel. I'm not fully sure. That's who's coming in anyway. So Archangel Gabriel, I don't know if that's meaningful to you. I know Gabriel rules over the heart chakra and emotions and healing, so very heart-centered. Also emeralds, I think. You may need to check on that. These are just messages coming in here. But yeah, you're going back and finding that balance within yourself, because you're seeing that your environment does not support you in that way. You're going to, again, looking back for internal mentorship, reflecting on what you know, journaling, reflective practice that's coming in. So again, working on this balance, but in a very internal sense. And again, you're not really sharing much about it. And again, I don't think you need to. You may be, again, going on nature hikes, spending time with family. There is some sort of healing pursuit that you're taking up right now. Maybe in the water, with water, nature, camping. Maybe you've gone camping with family. I see that as a very wholesome and healing activity. But yeah, just to, again, my final thoughts. Yep, disappointed with folks around you, but you know that you can create anything you want. Tools to help you, tools to make things easier, tools to replace people. Oh boy, that's what I heard. Tools to replace people. Okay. Go for it, Gemini. And again, you're working hard and privately on that. But you do also want to be mindful of burnout. I am sensing some burnout and some thinking of, I can't believe I work with these people. I get that. I can't believe it. Well, I think you have to believe it, Gemini. You have to believe that these are your sometimes we don't choose who we're around, right? We get all these interesting life lessons based on the characters and the energies that are presented to us. So I think this is all just pushing you to be more internally balanced and to find a sustainable long-term self-healing practice, if that makes sense. So be that, again, hiking, closer to nature, camping, again, just close to water, close to nature. Family is very strongly indicated here. Family really feels like a healing, I don't want to call it a location, but a healing energy for you right now. So again, if family, tribe, whoever you identify as your family, you really need to be with people who don't disappoint you right now. You seem quite sensitive to disappointment. And again, I don't think you're disappointed in yourself. I don't think you blame yourself for anything. I don't think you are to blame. But I think you may need to reach within yourself to find more patience for the other energies and other individuals you are around right now. I also don't see this as extremely long lasting. I think this is, this need to really be patient and stoic. I think that's something that will pass come end of September. But you really, I see you needing to reach deeply within yourself to, to not get angry with a coworker, to not lash out. Again, don't speak out in anger. Gemini, you know how to wear the mask. Just wear the mask for a little bit longer. And then once an interaction is completed, maybe you need to yell in your car or turn up some loud music to get it out. But again, I see this as temporary. You're going to find some new way to achieve internal balance, even when the environment around you is so out of balance, which I think is very beautiful for this month. And so with that, Gemini, that wraps up my reading for the month. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I hope to see you again. Take care. Bye.